Eric with Aquarius Home Services, Master Plumber here, out today for the customer to troubleshoot a very common problem in the springtime or throughout the year with outside faucets. There are multiple different kinds. There's frost-free faucets, there are non-frost-free. You could have a leak from the connection from the hose, from the handle from the packing, or a vacuum breaker. So today we are first time hooking up the garden hose for the customer, and it's leaking from the handle behind the handle packing. So first thing I'm going to look at to check out this leaking faucet, make sure the hoses are connected properly, have good washers in them, that it's not leaking from the hose connection. Today I notice is leaking from the back side of the handle. There's a packing back there. Most of the time you're not going to disassemble. If you're a homeowner, you're going to call the plumber out to get it corrected. Something could be broken, could be a seal, or the internal parts. If you try to disassemble a faucet, water pressure is still on. You always want to make sure water is shut off when servicing an outside faucet. Alright, a concern with a leaking faucet is wasted water. You want to get it fixed and repaired because a steady stream could be up to 3 to 5 gallons an hour. Depends on how much flow is coming out. Also, the water is dripping right against your foundation. It could be eventually tracking down, getting into the basement or lowest level of your home, causing issues. It could also track backwards into the ceiling joist space. So this is a frost-free faucet. There's a packing behind the handle that has gaskets and seals. Leaking from the packing, so I'm going to disassemble it, make sure nothing is broken on it. But I got to pull the stem out. So you want to evaluate each part of it. To me, this is an older frost-free faucet. Sometimes you can have rebuild kits. Sometimes the best option is replacement from inside. If it's accessible, you might have to cut a ceiling if non-accessible. But today I notice gaskets are wore, packing. And then condition of the stem. You could also have, where you can't disassemble, there's screws from water quality that eat away at parts. So this one I might not even be able to rebuild if the screw doesn't come out. Yeah, the screw doesn't even want to come out. I got it to spin and loosen, but it doesn't even want to come out. See, it's this gasket too, that if it leaks through the center, is going to come out the handle. Let's have water turn back on and we can test it out. All right, completed the trial of a rebuild the screws on the factory end of the stem. This faucet is probably 20 years old. Sometimes they don't come apart. The water quality coming through will eat away at certain plumbing parts. Put the stem back in, turned water back on, tested it out, and this one, the rebuild, did not work. This will have to be a replacement today. Alright, when connecting your hose, make sure the gaskets and seals are good. If you notice any issues, once that hose is connected with the faucet, once it's all pressurized, if there's an issue with the faucet, we can replace it, rebuild it. Make sure you don't have dripping water. That's going to waste you money and cause damage to your home.